Alright, welcome back to the stream, everybody. So, now we're back with another Sega game, which is a PGA Tour Golf 2 at the moment. So, alright, so, what happened last time was that I went through a tournament, and, I went through a round, and I didn't do very good. I think it was like close to second to last, so I think I got like 60th place. I decided to, amp it up a little bit by trying to do 4 players, but I kind of underestimated just kind of how long that the whole thing was going to be. And so after doing about 3 holes, I'm like, this is probably not the best idea. So what I decided to do in order to get through a game like golf is that, the thing is with golf is that it's not 100% precise. Like, it's kind of not the game's fault or anything. It's limited by Sega Genesis graphics a little bit, so you can't really tell certain things like the slopes of the greens, and it's a little bit hard to judge things sometimes, especially with the wind. So this is what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go through the first player again. I'm going to do a tournament mode, do a first round, and then I'm going to try again without any save states and see if I can get through it. And see if my better knowledge happens to get me farther. If it doesn't, then what I'm probably going to do is that on the next tournament round, is that probably what I'm going to do is start save stating it so I can start getting those balls into the hole more. And I'm calling in my rule about with save states is to do this with the time redundancy. Is that I'm sure that I could do this all day, just kind of go through it, trying it over and over again, and then we'd be like 5 hours in, and I don't know, not a productive use of anybody's time. So that's probably what I'll do. So let's see. Let's head into tournament mode. All right. So let's see. Tournament mode. Okay. So let's do one player. Let's get a new player, which is Sarah or Asara, whichever one you want to do. Okay. So let's start getting this in. Okay. So this time I'll play. This is the second time I'm going through this. I'm going to play it authentically. See if I get any better, and then I'll judge it from those results. And depending on how things turn out, maybe I might start save stating and stuff so I can get like first in the tournament. I did find out that you can do like 4 rounds of a tournament, but I think I'll judge it by only 1 round though. That's probably what I'll do. Okay, so here we go. Let's start getting the timers going, and let's start rolling out. Okay, so I'm starting out kind of in the middle. I think there's 61 positions. I'm in 28th place at the moment. So, yep, precisely in the middle of the pack, pretty much. So, yep, let's see. Like, the wind is a little bit of a unpredictable in this game. Sometimes it works right on, sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of a little bit strange, like, compared to Mario Golf and those other types of games, pretty much. Oh man, I already got into the rough on the very first hit, which isn't a very good start. I got a lovely little tree here blocking the way. Alright, because it's in the rough, it's not going to go the full distance, unfortunately. Oh, right into the sand pit. Yes, one moment, please. I mean, it likes to show the... I don't know how accurate this actually is. Like, kind of being on the green, it shows like an accurate depiction of the terrain on the green, but I don't know how exactly spot on it is sometimes. It's a product of its time for sure in certain areas, I think. It's a good golf game. It's impressive. The physics are impressive, but yeah, definitely has some, well, you look at it like compared to the lens of today, yeah, with Mario Golf and with modern golfing games, it's, you know, it hasn't aged well just because of the primitive graphics just by themselves, mainly. Let's see, let's go about 80%. Oh, shoot, I was close. It did not work out. Okay, I can see it. Okay, so about 40%. There we go. Okay. So I think I got par on that one. Yep, got par, so I'm... Oh, wait, I bogeyed. Ah, darn it. Never mind. Oh, is it perfect? Spot on. Sweet. Hit the sweet spot. I do have to say, for a Sega Genesis game, this is rather technically impressive, just kind of showing the shots. Like, it kind of showing the golf ball going off into the distance, and then kind of like a close-up camera. That is kind of revolutionary for its time. I know nowadays it isn't, but back then it probably was a huge deal for golf games to be that technically impressive. Let's see, we'll try this, and we'll see what happens. Oop. Hopefully the wind and stuff will compensate. I think it's going a little bit far over to the right than I wanted. I think it went past. It's hard to get a spot on the green. And you kind of get a little bit spoiled with later golf games too. Like you get a top spin and a back spin. Mario Golf again. Yeah, I get it. One moment, please. I kind of get the picture. Let's go. Okay, so about 50%. There we go. Yeah, I apologize for those out there. Well, like Sega Genesis is not exactly blast processing. It's not. This isn't exactly what the system is advertising it for. Is nice slow golf. So I know it's not the most entertaining thing in the world to watch. So I know that there are some viewers out there. It's like, oh my gosh, he's playing golf. Oh my gosh, this is so wicked boring. Yep. So I apologize in advance, but it's part of the challenge. I am sorry. It is required, unfortunately. I like golf, but I know a lot of people that do not like golf. And they want the common sports like basketball, football, baseball. They got that good stuff. But it's kind of ironic because I'm not a fan of either one of those three too much. Guess I shouldn't have said that out loud, I guess. Let's see, let's go about right here. I can see a bunch of water there to the up there, so I don't want to hit it too far, just in case. So let's go about right here. Alright, yep, I would have hit the water and get a water penalty for doing that. So let's see. Oh, it's not very far, so the wind won't impact it too much. Man, like for ones and stuff, I'd like you to hit the green. I always hit it like really close to the green, but never quite on it. It's kind of my problem. Yeah, my wind got it a teensy bit over to the left. One moment, please. A little bit over 50. Okay, nice par. So keeping consistently with pars. I need to start getting some birdies, though. Or else I could start getting into trouble here. So 39th, not the end of the world. It's not at the bottom of the ranks. I wish the wind wasn't so stinking powerful. I wish it was like Mario Golf again, where in the first courses the wind only goes like 3 or 4 miles per hour. This one it can go like upwards of past 10 miles per hour, so it kind of wreaks havoc with your ball a little bit. So he's not going to go as far, so let's go about right here. Crap! Oh, I went way over to the left than I wanted. I could go into the water. Oh, jeez, like right on the edge. Alright, so let's go over left a little bit, compensate for the wind. And the wind is like, it kind of goes all over the place. Now all of a sudden it's going that way. Let's see, it's only 31 yards. It is the rough, but let's see. So 30 yards is a little bit less than halfway, maybe a little bit more. So let's try. Crap. I got a right chip there. Let me guess, over the green? Right on the fringe. Okay, so about a 75%. Come on. Ugh, so close. The fringe probably held it back a little bit. Ah, shoot. That was a bogey, I think. Oh, shoot. I'm losing my rank a little bit. I am too spoiled. I am too spoiled. Ugh. Yes, that wind is going to propel that ball like crazy. See, I think the wind is going to go over to the left, probably. How are you supposed to get that? Holy crap. Let's see. Let's go about right here. Hopefully to compensate for wind. Let's go for it. Looks like it's going to be close. Oh my gosh, right into the rough a little bit. I wonder if we can manage to get an eagle. That'd be awesome. Let's see, so 18 yards. So what is that out of 26? So have that. That's 9/13. So pretty much close to 75%, I think. So, yep. But the wind is going havoc, though. That's the problem. So let's go about right here. Then let's go a little bit below 75. Somewhere around there. Oh man, that wind is just cruising it right down that hill over there. Okay, so let's go about 50%. Ah, shoot. Come on. You don't have to show me the damn map every single time. You're not giving me the option to press A to bring it up. I got par, which still isn't good. I need to get birdies. Okay, thankfully the wind is barely... Holy crap, the wind just went from 5 miles per hour to 15 miles per hour. You think you want to calm down there, buddy? Before we get into a tornado or something? I don't know. Why is the wind so stinking unpredictable? It's still a fantastic game. Just that the wind and stuff would work with you a little bit. Oh man, that wind is still going all over the place. I guess 100% it and just see what happens, I guess. That might compensate with the wind, though, so that might actually be a good thing. Come on, don't go over the green for once. I want to hit it just right for once. Alright, so the wind is barely affecting it, so let's go about right there. Let's go the full 100. Okay, so it should be pretty close. Oh! That was... Bleh. I can't believe it. That was a birdie chance right there. This game just doesn't want to let me get birdies. Probably the reason I'm not going to win this one, probably. It might be a good thing because of the wind, so it chipped it to the right a little bit. Alright, well, because of the... Holy crap, the wind is going like a ferret on crack, pretty much. Please make it onto the green. And of course you go right over. Yeesh, that's almost like an OB. Is that heavy rough? Yes, heavy rough. Okay. I wonder if I got to land the ball like somewhat before the maximum height. I wonder length. I wonder about that. Well, since I don't have top spins or back spins to work with. Okay, so that's about like a 75% whack, I think. At least I got into the green. Can you stop rolling? Okay. Alright, so let's go about a little bit over 75. Okay. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Ugh. That's just sad. That was so stinking close. I got gypped. No, it was not a nice shot. That other one could have been a nice shot. I bogeyed it. Alright, I think I learned my lesson last time. Let's go... Let's go a little bit before the distance. Let's see, let's look at the map again. So there's plenty of green. Let's try hitting it the full strength at 167. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping, was I would land on the green for once. The wind knocked it back a little bit. Okay, we got a birdie chance. Okay, so we want to hit it a little over 75%, so a little about like 80. Crap, that wasn't good. That'll miss the hole for sure. Ugh. Wouldn't have mattered. I don't know about you guys, but I feel a little bit gypped there. I feel like it went into the hole just cleanly, and then at the last second it just split it off. That happened twice. Oh, that didn't feel fair. Yeah, I kind of get the picture. Other golfers are doing better than me. I hit it a par, but I want to hit birdies. I'm not going to win this tournament if I don't get birdies. All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I know it's on the fairway. Can you show me the map again? Draw and fade? Oh, well. I don't really want to draw or fade at the moment. Okay, so about 10 miles per hour, so I might want to compensate a little bit with a little bit. Let's see. Let's go with because the wind is going backwards, let's try a little bit above it. So let's go 203. Let's see what happens. Hopefully I can hit it over the water at least. I'll take the drop. Please hit it over the water. No, it wasn't. It was a double bogey. Stop telling me it's a nice shot and just lay it on me as it is. It's double bogey. No, that wasn't good. Gotta get better at this game. Come on, get it out of the rough, please. Get it out of the rough for once, please. Great. Now I can't do the full range with my club because of that. And I am just sucking today. And sand pits, they're kind of unpredictable. It would have been funny if it was like a chip in. Yep. So a little bit over 80. And I got par. Still not getting birdies though. That's still not good. I'm down at the very bottom place, 61st, so I suck. Okay, so the wind is going to be hauling this ball, so let's go about 131. Let's try that. I can never get onto the green for once. That's kind of like my goal at the moment, is that I want to get onto the green reliably, but I never can. I suck! Gonna teeter out of the green like you usually do. I always get 18 feet. Why do I always get to 18 feet? That's weird. Ugh. That was not fair. Why did that only go 8 inches? Why'd it only go 10 inches? What? What, you want like the full 100? What? Sheesh. It feels like part of it I'm putting in a genuine effort and part of it is my fault. But there were 3 chances there throughout this whole tournament where I hit the ball just right and it should have gone into the hole, but it bounced right over it. So I don't mean to sound pessimistic, but the physics are definitely a thing of its time, I think. A product of its time, I guess. It doesn't feel 100%. Well, like, just with what we're spoiled with nowadays. I guess I'm saying that this game has not aged well, I guess. In some respects. Yeah, I think the wind and kind of how the ball kind of goes over the hole with the green, I feel like that they're a little bit outdated compared to nowadays. Like, it's hard to get it reliably on the green, and the wind and stuff kind of takes it all over the place. And that wind had just cruised it. A lot of terrain there. I don't think there's really anything I can do about it, though. Let's see. So I think I might have to go the full 100. So close. Finally. I'm still getting pars, though. Kiki, this is nuts, you know? Alright, so I guess you kind of want to hit it over to the left, I think, because of the fairway there. And I think the wind will help with that. And I chipped it over to the left, which isn't... Hopefully I can get over to the sand pit. Good, good. Alright, 160... Well, let's see. The wind and stuff is a little bit strange. Let's go 179. And the wind will counter it a little bit, so let's go about right there. Hopefully I can land on the green. Oh, I chipped it to the left. Darn it. Damn it. Wind got it. I wonder if there's a way you can topspin it or backspin it. That'd be great. I don't think with the Sega being as primitive as it is, I don't think it has it though. The wind took it over again. Darn it. This is just sad, Kiki. This is just pure sadness going on here. Yeah, +9. +9's not good at all. It's dismal. It's terrible. It's dismal. I think I am probably the worst golfer in this entire tournament, and that is a fact. Let's see, since the wind and stuff has been whipping it pretty good, so let's go about right here. And hopefully that will... Hopefully the wind and stuff will counter that out. Ah, for once I got it onto the green for the first time in my life. Let's see. Let's birdie it. Let's birdie it for once. Seriously. So a little bit over 50%. So let's go to about 60. So about right there. Finally, I got a birdie. There is a God in this world. There is a golf God out there. It's like the second birdie I've ever done in this 2 playthroughs, I think. Oh, sheesh, that wind is going to blow it right out. Okay, so let's go over here because of the wind compensation. Crap, and I chipped it way over to the left too hard. Oh, thankfully that tree saved me. Got it back onto the fairway. Let's see, assuming it doesn't chip, I think this should be about right. I chipped it a tiny bit over to the left. It should be fairly close. Of course, I hit it over. Let's see, so that's about 60%, I think. Of course, the wind had to take it. Ah, darn it. Darn it all. Not a nice shot. I bogeyed it. Still quite a ways over there. Let's see. Let's avoid that bunker right there. And the wind is gonna push against me a little bit. Crap! I chipped it way over to the left. Way over. I'm surprised I didn't OB it. Okay, let's put it in. All right. So I'm kind of torn here. Like, I wonder if I should get better at the game, or I wonder if I should save state it just for the sake of time redundancy. I'm kind of torn between the two. I'm sucking, but it's because of primitive design. But that just comes out as a big fat excuse, doesn't it? But there's the other side of the dilemma, is that if I keep on doing this over and over again, I wonder how entertained people are going to be in watching me play golf all day. Probably not a lot of people. I imagine there's like 1 or 2 viewers out there saying, is Jason going to get good, or is he going to have to spend hours doing the same thing over and over again, just whacking the ball? I think I made that come out dirtier than I meant to. I think. Hopefully the wind will carry that over. Close. Oh. Almost got it close. Darn it, chipped it over a little bit. Darn it. +9. Okay. So let's finish up the last hole, and then I think I've decided what decision I'm going to go with. And I'll share that with you as soon as I get done with this hole. Let's try and knock it right into there. Let's see. So about right there. So that would be good for 12, 13 miles per hour. Chipped it over to the left a little bit, which is probably a good thing. Kind of. It's going into the water. Oh! It soared right out there. Oh my gosh, I feel cheated again. This is actually going to go good with the transition into my next point. Is that, okay, so let's look at these results right here. Is that I think I probably did worse than my first time. So I was talking about a dilemma. Oh. I know I'm not cut off for round 2. Just, okay. I don't care about the loud music. Just stop it. Just... let's get past this, please. Let's get past this, okay? Okay. All right. Let me talk to you for a little bit about what I've been observing. So, you would usually think over time that I'd get better and better at this game. And so I thought that with my first round, I don't know, I think I was at a +7, I think. And then with the second round, I got a +10, I think. So here's my thoughts about the game. There's kind of a dilemma I'm kind of wrestling with at the moment. Is that there is the part of my side that's saying, oh, you got to do this authentically. You got to have the right amount of skill and you got to catch up to the other players. But there's that other side of me that's kind of winning at the moment. Is that I played a lot of golf games. I played Mario Golf. I played Everybody's Golf. I don't know if anybody else has played that, but the golf physics in those games are kind of spot on. Well, like part of this is not really to blame for the game because it's from the Sega Genesis era. It's a little bit more primitive. You can't really see the green hills that well. The wind is kind of a little bit more unpredictable to my liking. Like sometimes it feels like it's going to work straight on and other times it's not going to work straight on. And I can't hit it onto the green reliably because of that, because I don't know how the wind is going to act. It kind of flutters all over the place, like literally. And so I said earlier that I was probably going to do a save state kind of thing, and I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Like, if it was a skill-based thing by itself, then sure, I'd push through it, I'd commit it to it. But there's also that side of the game where it doesn't feel consistent with a lot of its mechanics with what it's going for. And so there were 3 times there, like with the holes in the greens that I was working with, and it felt like spot on. I was hitting it with the speed just right, and then it just barely tipped it over the hole. So those were 3 birdie chances that were just slipped under my fingers. And so this game, it has definitely aged in some areas, like with the hitting and the swinging and stuff, but it definitely has not aged in other areas, like the wind. And with kind of like hitting it over the hole, it doesn't feel like the physics are all there. There's kind of things like that. So I'm probably going to do the tournament again. But this time I'm probably going to save state it because I think just simply because of those mechanics not working in my favor. And I think it's going to become a time redundancy issue. Is that, let's just say that I happen to be really good and I happen to hit it spot on and then those inconsistent things come on. And then all of a sudden I got to do the whole thing all over again. And what's going to turn out to be a couple or 3 hours and stuff is probably going to end up being 10 hours. And it's just a game of its time, I suppose. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. So for time redundancy issues, for reasons and stuff, I'm probably going to start safe stating it. And the other thing is though too is that I know that this goes on for 4 rounds, but that's a stupid amount of time to really play an exhibition match for. Because that's the rule for a sports game, is that I have to win at least 1 exhibition match. But I don't want to go 4 rounds the whole championship. That's going to take forever. That's going to be crazy, and that's going to be stupid. So starting from now, I'm going to start safe stating it. Because there's just some inconsistency that's going on with the golfing physics. This game is not quite there to being a solid golf game yet. It's close though. It's just not quite there yet. After playing a lot of golf games, I can get my thoughts on that. Is that it's just not quite there yet. Yeah, you can't judge the wind like 100% of the time. Just a few things are just not quite working in its favor. Yep, like right there and stuff, like with the wind and stuff, it's gonna push me over right there. So I thought the wind and stuff, like at that point, was probably going to be about right there. So let me show you. So let's go back a little bit. All right, so let's go back. Let's start going a little bit more over to the left and stuff, so that way it can be spot on. See, let's lower my yard thing a little bit. Okay, so we got a solid hit right there. But it doesn't feel like that the other times that you start working with the wind, though. Alright, so I'm probably going to hit it from the hole to here, but sometimes what's going to happen is that it's going to go straight over the hole no matter how clean of a hit I get it. So you have to be very precise. So let's see, so it's about 66%, so let's go about 75. See, right there, that was my exact point right there. is that it feels like it's right on. Like other more modern golf games give up. They are what's the word I'm looking for? They're a lot more forgiving in that department. Is that here you have to be like super precise. Like I'm not even kidding. So, yep, I got a birdie and stuff, and admittedly, it is through save states. I'm sorry to admit, but yeah, this is definitely one of those cases where part of it is definitely skill for helping you to get to the first place and stuff, but part of it is just, it's a product of its time, unfortunately. And so I sincerely wish and stuff that I could play it properly, but I don't know if you can. And I don't know about you guys, but you guys want to watch me for like 5 to 10 hours and stuff, just kind of me golfing? I don't think you guys want me to. Do you want me to? I don't think I've had a single message so far, but that's okay. I mean, it's golf. Nobody's going to comment on golf. Let's see. Okay, so let's see if we can work with this a little bit. Okay, so the wind and stuff is going in that direction, so yeah, it's a little bit weird. So let's go about right here. The wind is... Let's go a little bit under. See if that can work. Hopefully we can get onto the green right there. Yeesh, now I'm starting to hit the greens more consistently now for some reason. Alright. A lot of save states, I know. It feels dishonorable. It does. Like, I don't like doing this. Like, I don't like having to do the save states and stuff. I don't like it. I want to do it through authentic skill, but unfortunately the game design just kind of like catches up with it a little bit. Unfortunately. And I hate it. Alright, gotta do it. Okay, so let's see. So that's about 6th, 7ths, I think. So we'll go about 80%? Oh crap, I chipped it way over to the right. Oh, I happened to get it somehow. And I'm also curious about what the announcer is going to do if I keep on getting birdies too. I'm actually kind of curious. This is the first time he's kind of announcing my name. I wonder what he'll say if I just keep on getting birdies and he's just like, oh my gosh, you're cheating. Probably. You're save stating. What a game. Let's see. Alright, so got the water there. It's way too far out. It's not going to catch the ball or anything. Okay. Chipped it over to the left, but I don't think it'll matter much. I don't think so. Stay right there. Perfect. Okay. Alright, there is quite a bit of water right before the hole, so I don't want to go directly towards it. So let's go about right here. Yep, I actually like that it chipped a teensy bit over to the left. Okay. Actually, ironically, I think I'm actually getting better and better at the game because of the save states, because I'm being more alert, and I don't know. I don't know if it's luck or anything. I don't know what's happening. It's almost like trying to prove a point that I'm wrong or something. Okay, so I don't... Let's see. So that's about close to... That's a little over 50%, I think. And then, let's see. Compensating for the wind, let's go about 60. See, that's so it's a little bit over 66%, so let's go about 75. No way that I would have hit that. No way. Keep on chipping it. That wind does not do you any favors. Yeah, look at that wind. It spirals. It goes into all sorts of directions. It was heading south and then it was heading west. It's all over the place. If I can get this and... hit it over. Darn it. You're deceitful, wind. Why are you so deceitful? You worked at 75% before, and then you suddenly didn't. Oh, crap. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Drives me nuts, you know? You know, to have like those two shoulder angels to tell you which way should you go? Which way should you go in this dilemma and stuff, and then go one way and then you get epically screwed by it. Stay on the green. Stay on the green, please. Okay, there we go. I'm not happy about this. I'm not. There we go. I think if I can get into the -7 at least, then I can go with pars from now on. I think that was the first place, I think. But yeah, this is definitely something. You know, one thing that this thing doesn't tell you is if the hole is above or below you. I wonder if that really counts for anything. I'm not really sure. I don't think that the game is really that advanced for its time to really know about something like that. Let's see, let's go about 203. Let's see what happens. See, I don't have to get birdies on every attempt. I don't have to, okay? Ah, really close. Darn it. Thank you for getting on the green for once. One moment, please. I think I get the picture, buddy. See, so that's about 60%, a little bit over. So let's try. There we go. If I can get to -7, that'd be great. And then I can just focus on pars from there. So that'll give me a little bit of leniency, I think. Okay, par 5. See, the wind is going straight back, so guess just whack it and just go for it, I guess. Alright, this is a pretty good point right here. Okay, so 47 out of 65. What is that mathematically? So let's see. So 7, so 9. So 9/13. So about 80%. Oh! I actually hit the flag. For the first time, I hit the flag. Doink! Okay, alright, so let's go 5 feet, so about 50%. Yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's hit another one. Let's see, will this stay on the fairway? I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, I forgot how delicate these golf games are back then. Let's try again. Hopefully we can get out of the birdie zone. Let's see. Either Dougie, how are you doing? Now, I don't have to hit every one of them a birdie, so as long as it stays right on. And that wind has just curved it a little bit. Okay, so about 50%. Okay, I got a par, which is fine. Yeah, I don't have to worry about birdies as much anymore. Probably. Still got to get past Bruce. And I think I can relax a little bit once I get past him, I think. Alright, so the wind is kind of going directly into me, so I don't think I'm going to reach the flag from here. That's the problem. barely made it on. Sweet. All right, so let's see, 17, so about a little bit over, let's go about 80%. That's exactly what I mean. The game is not fair with that part. It's excellent in some areas, but not that part. Why does it do that? Ticks me off sometimes, Kiki. I don't like it either, Kiki. Kiki's my dog here. She's lonely without her mommy and daddy. Let's see. So the wind is pretty strong. So let's go about right here. We'll try that. We'll see what happens. And as long as I can get par with it, I'm pretty happy with it. Oh man, that wind just pushed it right aside. Oh, sheesh, that was lucky. All right. Oh, okay. Alright, so I guess just get it onto the fairway right there. Okay, so about, let's see, the wind is going to blow it right to the right quite a bit. Okay, so there's a bit of water separating it between me and the green, so I think I'm going to avoid the water. Let's see, let's go about right here. I don't want to hit it directly at the flag. Well, actually, do I? Don't know. I got the range for it. I don't want to hit water hazard and like lose my progress though, so I guess I gotta. Darn it. I guess my first instinct should have been right, I guess, is trying to avoid the water completely. Crap, it's going towards the water again. Ooh, this time I was right on the green. Let's see, I'm trying to go for pars so I don't have to save it here. Ugh! Why do you do this, game? Okay, so far so good. probably win there. Okay, so the wind is pretty powerful, so let's go kind of right there, I think. I think 224 should be pretty close. Let's see, let's go a little bit lower. Let's go 215. Crap, I chipped it to the right. It's going to go over. Oh, got it. Nice. Alright, just because of a water hazard and stuff, I'll probably save it here. I should be pretty good, but just in case. Let's see, so let's go about right there, I think. The longer that the ball hangs in the air, the more chances the wind has of getting it. So, let's see, what do we want with speed? Yeah, that's what it seems about right. Let's see, let's go about right there. As long as it gets onto the island, I'm okay with it. Yeah, that would have been funny if I went in. Okay. Just in case that the game pulls something. Like that, for instance. I don't know how you can tell that geometry there. That's definitely a thing of its time. You kidding me? Why are you like this game? Make me so mad sometimes. What is the geometry supposed to tell me about this? It doesn't. I'm not sure how you're supposed to tell what leans over and what. You can rotate the grid and stuff, but you can't really tell where anything is, though. It's not really distinguishable. This is why I can't be fair with this game. Seriously. Oh, finally. It's like one of those sports games where it's almost perfect. It's almost there. You just needed to just get it a teensy bit better and it would have been perfect. Well, there is a PGA Tour Golf 3, so they probably did it there. See, just in case with all the water hazards and stuff around, I'll save it. Doesn't this just like kill you a little bit on the inside? Okay, let's see. Crap, I chipped it over to the left badly. Well, thankfully I still got a couple strokes left, so don't need to reset my save or anything yet. pissed me off so much, game. I'm sorry. It's a great game. It's not bad or anything. It's just a thing of its time. I'll say it over and over again. This game has aged a little bit. Yeah, compared to modern golf games, it's not good. Like back then and stuff, it probably is wonderful. But with all the sophisticated stuff we know about golf games nowadays, this just isn't it. It's not quite there. Unfortunately, I wish it was, but not quite there. Holy crap, he went way over there. Okay. Oh, alright. So I guess we'll have to do it again, unfortunately. Alright, let's see what the ground is like. Man, there's like a really bad rolling thing there with the hill. So let's go about right here. At least I got it close, which is good. Alright, well, at least it's a par, so not complaining. Yeah, just in case I hit the sand pit. I wish I didn't have to use save states. Holy crap. See, so about, let's see, not a very, holy crap, that's like way stronger. I think it might be better to approach it rather than overshoot it, I think. Oh, I actually did just overshoot it. I didn't mean to. There we go. Got it. Okay. All right. So part 3. I think the wind and stuff might affect it a little bit. So let's go about right there, I think. I chipped it to the right, just barely. At least I got it on the green. If I could just stop rolling, that'd be great. It's on the fringe. See, what's the thing look like? It looks like it's kind of valleyed, kind of in the middle a little bit. So I think if I just go 100 here, let's see how close I can get. Crap, I chipped it to the right, which isn't good. I guess it kind of worked out in its favor. Okay, there we go. Holy crap, look at that wind. It just suddenly did like an opposite shift. Just in case things go wrong, but I should be able to shoot the shot just fine. I'm not overly worried about it. It's on the fairway. Yeah, I know that. Okay, so since it's barely going on, registering, so let's go about right there. And the wind can get more powerful than it looks sometimes. Just in case it happens to pull a BS thing, which has happened a few times. Let's hope it goes right. Crap, that might have been over, but let's see. That's one of the two things I do not like about this game. It's not very forgiving when the ball goes over the hole. It needs to be very precise. Ugh. Crap, I chipped it way over to the right, but looks like you got it. Okay. So, for those who are turning in and just viewing, I'm just letting you know what's happening. Is that I played authentically for the first couple of times with the tournament. I found out that the results can be rather inconsistent. Sometimes when it comes to this golfing game in a couple of spots. And so I'm not proud of it, but I need to save state it for the sake of time redundancy. Is because, well, the wind isn't consistent like with how it works with the golf ball. And as you saw right there, like sometimes the golf ball doesn't go into the hole properly at points. I think it could be a combination of we're just too spoiled with golf games nowadays. And it kind of comes down to a bit of bad luck as well. And the other thing I considered is that if I keep on playing as I do, like authentically, then this is going to take like hours. Like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 hours or something in order to like get this game properly beat properly. So that's the reason that kind of the save stating is kind of going on, is so that way we can kind of keep things going forward. Otherwise and stuff. Well, the interesting thing is that during my first authentic attempt, I got a +7. And then with the second attempt, I got a +10. But I feel like it's not anything to do with my skill worsening or anything. It's just because of the luck with this this golf game and stuff. It doesn't work as it's supposed to sometimes. But this is my fault that I'm doing right here. Is that I'm not really checking the wind as I should. But the wind, it doesn't feel like it is consistent sometimes. Like it makes sense and stuff with it being a Sega game and all. Is that not everything is gonna be like perfect from the get-go? Of course, it's gonna get perfected over time since the Sega Genesis, but it hasn't quite reached that point yet. Like I played Mario Golf, I played Everybody's Golf, I played a lot of golf games, and this game has simply not aged well in a couple of categories, and so it feels like, and with a couple of mechanics, it doesn't really work right in order to like make it authentic, you know, to make sure that I can play it with my best and stuff. So yeah, sorry about that rambling, but see, can I see the map again? Guess not. You're not going to let me. Okay. See, let's go over here. Look quite a bit. I don't want to avoid the pits. Well, I got hit the pits anyways, but as long as I hit on par, I'm okay with it. And I think I'm actually pretty good for a birdie here, actually. See, the wind is a little bit strong, but, well, since it's coming from the bunker, it could be a little unpredictable. Yeah, that's the thing that sucks about the bunker in every golf game, is that hitting it from the bunker makes it unreliable on how far the ball goes. That's one of the things that is BS with this game. I'm sorry. I mostly love this game except for that part. Is you need to be so stinking precise sometimes. I could have had a birdie right there because of that crap. I was gypped right there. I'm sorry. I was 100% gypped. This game is just not forgiving with some mechanics, as they should be. Yeah, the wind and stuff was great, and hitting it over the hole and stuff was more consistent. Then great. I love this game. It's just almost there. It's almost there. That's what makes me so mad about it. It's almost there to being a masterpiece of a golf game, but just a couple of things kind of hold it back. A couple of critical things. Well, especially since I hit the rough, that chip and stuff, it probably did a lot more impact to it than it should have. See, because of the wind and stuff, let's go right here. You enjoying yourself, Kiki? Let's see. Wind is still pretty powerful. Let's see. Because it is so powerful, let's go like the full thing here. Yep, the driver and stuff. That should get me pretty close to it. Not too bad. That could have been a lot worse. So as long as I can get on par, I'm okay with it. Let's see. I think I wish I could use your putter here instead, but oh well. Okay, so as the wind is going forward, so I want to chip it just a little bit. So let's go a little bit above 75. Oh, okay, made it. Okay. All right, one more hole left, and then we can call it. All right, and there's no way I'm going to do 4 rounds of this. Not if it's going to be like this. Yep, we'll just call this an exhibition match and call it. We'll call it a day after this. Oh crap! A lot of water. See, I think I actually might want to hit it over the flag because of this, rather than get a water penalty, pretty much. So let's see. Let's try and land it directly onto the hole. Yeah, that seems pretty good, actually. Let's see. Let's try that. Okay, that should get it pretty close. All right, that was pretty good. Yeah, as long as it wasn't a water penalty, that's fine. Okay, and then just in case it pulls some kind of BS and stuff with shooting over the hole, do one more save state, and then we'll call it quits. Okay. Alright, so that should do it. Okay. That was, that run kind of tore me up inside a little bit because, well, like there's that side of you that wants to do this authentically. Like, truly, deeply, into my heart, I wanted to do this, like, with an authentic golf game. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it right here. Okay, I don't care. Okay. So we're pretty much done with the game at this point. So, as I was saying, this game kind of tore me up inside, like, more than any other game, because there's that part of me, that kind of ingrained hardcore part of me that doesn't want to do save states. I want to do this authentically. I want to play this fairly. More than anything, I want to play this fairly. And so it kind of tore me up inside to do the save states over and over again, because I wanted to do it fairly. I wanted to increase my skill and get better at this game. But unfortunately, this game is not fine-tuned enough yet to kind of like complement the skill. Like, there's a couple of major game design problems. Is first, the wind. It's not very consistent. Like, it could be a low wind, and all of a sudden the wind just kind of blows the ball like way out of the way, and it could be a heavy wind, and it's not as, and you can kind of underestimate how far left or right you have to swing, and it's not funny either. Like, and that's part of the reason when I did this run, like the first time authentically, it was a +7, and then the second time it was a +10. So. And I played a lot of other golf games. I played Mario Golf. I played Everybody's Golf. I've said that a few times. So I can tell you that I wanted to do this fairly and treat it like the equal and fair golf game. And I could have told myself that it was a matter of skill that was holding me back. But it wasn't. It was a couple of game design things. First, yeah, the wind. And the second was going on the green. It wasn't very consistent in how it went into the hole. Like, usually games are fairly forgiving, and if it goes over the hole, it just drops right into the hole. But you have to hit it exactly right, or else it goes right over the hole, and then it just stops. And so it can feel like it cheats you out of a birdie pretty often because of that. So it kind of feels like it takes away your birdie shots, and that's valuable in this game, is that if you don't get birdie shots, you're not going to win this tournament. And so that legitimately felt unfair, both the wind and with the times that the ball went into the hole. It didn't feel fair. And so after I did it a couple of times authentically, more than ever, I told myself that I wanted to keep on playing fairly and just, keep on trying over and over again. But you see that 2.5 hour mark right there? I don't know how much more that would be inflated because of that. Like, if it was because of bad game design issues, then that's probably another issue entirely and stuff, and that could probably shoot up my hours and stuff being probably into the double digits because of things like that. So it is a really great golf game. It's just not perfect yet. Like, I've probably been so spoiled, like, with modern golf games nowadays, that I just need it to be perfect. Like, with the golf games and stuff, the physics pretty much have to be perfect in order for it to be a great golf game, but it wasn't reaching those levels for me. So after playing it a couple of times authentically, I was telling myself, well, I got to keep on going, and I got to keep on going to the next game, and, I got to keep the flow going, the live stream going and stuff. And so if it was me by myself, I probably would have gone through it like over and over again and probably did the skill thing, probably would have increased it, probably would have gotten better at it, probably been able to work with the clunky wind and the holes and stuff somehow. But the problem is that it's just going to take too long. And I know that I can do it. Like, I've got the skill, and if I happen to, like, do it a couple times, then great, I can manage to do it and redo my shots. And of course, and stuff with save states, that part is really evident, is that if I do it and give it another try and stuff, like 1 or 2 tries, then for sure and stuff, I can get it. Like, as soon as I can kind of gauge how unpredictable the wind is and stuff, then I can work with it just fine. It's just that those game design issues just kind of make it problematic when you do it for a first run. So, yeah, that's my evaluation about it. And I agree with you guys. The save states is horrible. It tore me up inside to do it. I didn't want to do it, but I kind of had to, just because I wanted to be good at this golf game. I wanted to increase my skill, but it just wasn't there. The game design just isn't quite there. Part of it was kind of luck-based and kind of inconsistent to my liking. To the point where the skill and stuff can really only get you so far, and then part of luck and part of game design kind of holds it back a little bit. So yeah, that's why I did what I did, and I'm not happy that it turned out that way. But it is what it is and stuff. It's just not quite there yet, unfortunately. I wanted it to be, though. That's kind of the part that hurts the most about it, is I wanted it to be perfect and I wanted to do that authentic run, but it's just not quite there yet. It needs to tighten up its bolts a little bit. So anyways, that's it for PGA Tour Golf 2. And so yep, that's it gonna be for this one. So I'm kind of torn a little bit. It has been quite a long time since I've been able to pick a game. I wonder if I should pick one for myself. Like, I've only done it for myself once before this game. I wonder if I should do it again. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so PGA Tour Golf 2 should be gone here. Okay, yep, it's gone. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm kind of torn. Is that I want to keep on doing it with the randomizer, but I also want to pick a game for myself this time too. I don't know. I'm kind of torn in between. What do I do? Well, let's see what the game is first. I don't know if it happens to be another golf game or if another sports game, then I'm probably gonna pick for myself. I don't know. I feel like I've been randomizing and stuff, and so many community picks. I mean, it's my project, so I'm probably gonna pass on that. Partly because fighting games isn't really my strongest genre to be a part of, and so I think I'm going to refuse that. And then I think I am probably going to pick a game for myself. I've done it once before with Mickey Mouse game. I think I'm going to pick one more time. It's been a while. Why don't I pick a game for myself? It's my project. I can do what I want. And besides, I have to get them all done eventually. You know what? Let's do Lotus Turbo Challenge. I think I'm going to pick that game for myself. So I think it's been a while since I picked, so I want to pick this time. Alright, so let's get rid of Lotus Turbo Challenge. Okay. All right, so yep, so that will take care of that. All right, let's head back to the stream. Okay. And then, holy crap, that blew up more than I thought. Okay. See, now it's kind of a little bit too small. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. See if we can move that into position. Okay, sweet. I think that looks pretty good. So, all right, we'll try that. It's my turn for a game. I got to pick a game, and definitely got to pick it. Okay. on. I gotta change my timers though. Hold on. Power off, power off. Okay, hold on. Gotta change my timers here a little bit. $738. Yeah, all right, now we're back. All right, here we go. Yeah, sorry. Okay. So I gotta warn, this game it can kind of get loud. Oh yay! Finally, nostalgia. Like after playing the slow golf game, it's nice to play something else. Holy crap! This game is outstandingly loud. Holy crap! Alright, we ready to roll? Alright, I guess it's time to get the timers going. Let's give it a shot. Alright, so far things are going to be nice and simple and straightforward for now, but wait, just you wait. This game's going to get a lot harder. In fact, actually the first level is actually pretty challenging in itself, so it asks quite a bit of you as you start going through the levels pretty much. Even on the first level, it's considered pretty difficult. Some people don't even get past it for sure. Because of crap like that. Alright, turns are getting a little bit sharper. Alright, checkpoint! Yep, this is where the water starts coming in. You gotta use the logs and stuff to get out past the, what'd you call them? Like rivers? Patches of water, I guess? See, I hope I'm not too rusty or anything. I don't think I played this game in quite a while, so you gotta be rather on top of your game, pretty much. Oh, sheesh. I feel like I'm hitting every single car. Which is not a good sign. Yeah, you don't want to hit cars and stuff. It's about being... every second is precious and stuff in Lotus Turbo Challenge. That's for sure. Let's see. Yep, and then like random inanimate objects that sometimes cover the roads, like rocks and stuff. So don't be surprised to see that. Yeah, we got puddles, we got rocks, we got all sorts of things. Yeah, this is where a bunch of waterways and stuff, like right before the finish line. Barely made it. What's the best beat 'em up on the Genesis? 3 games immediately come to mind, which is Streets of Rage, and then there's Golden Axe, and then there's Alien Storm, which was what I played a couple of games ago. Each of them kind of had their pros and cons. Streets of Rage is probably the most accessible to get into. It's the most user-friendly, I think. But it does start getting hard towards the end. But I suppose they all get hard towards the end, I suppose. And then Golden Axe is a little bit finickier. Or, is that a word, finickier? It's a little bit more finicky. Is that guys kind of charge you, and you kind of have to line up your shots kind of just right. So it does take a bit of more precision. So it's a little bit less user-friendly. And then there's Alien Storm. Kind of underrated, but I guess the reason it's kind of underrated is that it's probably not as good as Streets of Rage and Golden Axe. So probably that. Okay, so now we're getting into the night stage now. And of course the disadvantage with night, of course, is that you can't see as far. So you got to take the turns and stuff a little bit more gracefully. And since I'm in this car, it goes a whole lot faster than my first car. So you're going to see my miles per hour in the upper left corner. That thing's going to zoom at certain points. So it's saying 150 miles per hour at the moment. Just wait, that thing's going to cruise up to 200 plus easily. And things are going to get really nuts. It's getting harder. It's getting harder. Yep, the turns are coming more sharply now. I'm saying a lot of words that probably aren't words. What's a sharply? I guess sharper, I guess. Alright, almost there. We're almost close to the speed up tunnel, pretty much. Yep, not quite yet. We're almost there. Here we go. Look at my speed. It's going to crank up. Going 180. Holy crap. Okay. The only reason I'm able to get around these corners so fast is because I've been playing this game a whole lot. So I don't mean to freak anybody out, but I've been playing this game a whole lot. So that's why I've kind of turning around these corners with relative ease, is that I've studied this game and stuff like crazy in order to get good at it. Oh, here we go. Alright. Crap. Of course, those guys had to kill my momentum pretty much. See, I think I hit the finish line just fine. The finish line's just past here. There we go. Alright, that's level 2 done. Just watch me cruise. Yeah, this is like a map of the general area. Those bars are pretty much the checkpoints. Just to let you know. Alright, now we're going to go into the fog stage here in a second. And of course, the disadvantage with fog is that you can't see very far in front of you. But it also has some trick turns as well. So I got to remember those once I get up to a certain part. And this is probably the first opportunity where I might not be able to pass the level, because this game, it starts to get really, really hard. I think the password is Herbert, if I remember right. So just in case I don't succeed or anything. Yeah, so I gotta be careful with this turns a little bit. And then probably the part where I'm probably going to be playing very inconsistently is probably when I hit the interstate level. That level is, oh my god. Yeah, to be there. It's because it goes on 2 lanes of road. Alright. Oh, so far so good. Man, these levels kind of go a lot faster than I think. I can't believe I've only been playing this for like 8.5 minutes. These levels are seriously fast. I almost think that I'd spent at least 15 minutes playing, almost. Oh, yep, there's oil slicks around. So, gotta be careful of those. Those can, like, propel me and stuff, like, right into the signs. Yep, just like that. The thing is that you're gonna start dodging cars, you're gonna start dodging oil slicks, you're going to start dodging everything. Oh, yep, oil slick right there. Yep, just keep going. So far we're doing it. Oh, I bet it's getting fast. Of course, I had to hit a car. And hitting a car makes all the difference, too. Alright, and it's starting to get harder a little bit. Okay. I wish I don't, like, hop off of the bushes like logs. But that's okay, I can work with it. Oil slick, that's fine. Okay. Okay, now this is where turns are going to come like super suddenly. Okay. Oh, okay. The worst is that it doesn't show the signs or anything for some of them. It's also going to trick me with the sign here pretty soon. So it says it's going to go right, but instead you got to go left. So you got to go right, and then you got to go right, and then you think you got to go left. Yep. So it tricks you. And I think I'm at the last checkpoint, so I think I just got to go with it. That's if the cars and stuff don't get in my way. That's the thing that sucks about this game is the random cars, almost. Alright, I think I made good time. Alright, so that's the third level done. Thankfully, the 4th level is not as hard as the 3rd level. I thought that level was going to be harder than I thought. Alright, here we go. And of course, since it's snow, it's going to be a little bit more slicker, of course. Kind of slide across the road a little bit more. Thankfully, it doesn't affect your speed for some reason. Alright, so far so good. Thankfully, that was like a speed test, pretty much. There are snow ice slicks, though, just like the oil slicks. So, got to keep an eye out for those. I don't think they'll come yet. I think the sharper turns will come first. And I never thought I'd be beating this game again. The last level and stuff is, it's the storm level, and it is not pretty. I guess you'll see soon enough, I guess, after I get past the interstate level, which is evil. Alright, made it, thankfully. Alright, thankfully I'm speeding up. That's good. We're definitely going to have to start speeding up at this point, because the checkpoints and stuff are going to start getting farther and farther apart. Yeah, so just full speed ahead. Yeah, when there's snowbanks there, they'll slow you down, so you got to be careful of those. Go, 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 go. 3 seconds. Go. Jeez, the turns and stuff are starting to get pretty tight now. Yeah, long checkpoint, that's why it gave me a lot of time. So far, so for good. But this is past this level is when I'm going to start getting more and more inconsistent, because the desert level... Yeah, the desert level is when things are going to start getting inconsistent and really hard. So I'm pretty confident in passing these first 4 stages. But it's here at desert where things are going to start turning chaotic a little bit. And then interstate, swamp and storm, man. So we're officially halfway through the game, but this is where it's going to start getting officially a lot harder. I got a password system. So I don't need to save state it, but what the hey. Okay, so the problem with this level is that there's a lot of sand dunes, and so if you don't keep yourself in the center of the road, you're going to slow down, like not like a little bit, like a lot. So you want to be really careful in how you approach roadways in this level. And it's not, I'm not 100% sure that I can pass this level. So I'm just letting you know about that. So yeah, this is where it is 15 minutes right now, and I am halfway through the game, like level-wise. But yeah, this is where it's going to start getting a lot harder. And the weeds and stuff don't slow you down unless you start hitting a lot of them at once. So if you hit like one weed, it's not a big deal. Or like those tumbleweeds, but if you hit a lot of them, then you will. So I want to avoid those. So it's pretty much a tumbleweed course. And then, yeah, this is where the dunes will start swooping onto the roadway. You want to avoid these at all costs, because they will slow your car down. So you got to start using the brake and stuff at this point in the game, pretty much. And not hit cars in the process, which I probably hit like almost every car up to this point. Okay, here we go. Stay in the... Yep, like that right there. Yep, I slowed down a lot there, which wasn't good. I was trying to avoid that car, but... Yeah, and in doing so, I hit the dune instead. Okay. And this is, yep, rocks and stuff. Alright, same thing. You want to stick in the middle of the roadway so you don't hit rocks and stuff. Okay, made it, but barely. Okay, rocks and stuff are starting to come into the equation now. Yeah, so same thing. You got to stick in the middle of the roadway. Of course, what's also in the middle of the roadway is cars, of course. And of course that happens. Alright, gotta be careful. Oh, okay. Careful, careful, careful. Okay, easy now. Alright, made it. And the turns are really sharp too, so you gotta keep an eye on that. Yep, this is where the tumbleweeds and stuff kind of start stacking on, so you gotta be careful with them. Of course, I hit the rock and stuff because I had to avoid that car. Please stop it, guys. Oh my gosh, the cars are having a heyday with me today. I don't think I'm going to make it. It was right there. The finish line was just right there. I don't believe it. I was just a couple seconds away from finishing it. Right at the last corner. Right in front of it. So I can just go back. Instead of putting in the password, I can just load the state. So... Alright, we gotta go again, unfortunately. Because those lovely little cars got in my way. Yeah, that's the one thing that sucks about this game is the cars. You have to be in the middle of the roadway just like they are. So getting past them is almost impossible. Or it's possible, but hard, I guess is the better word. Makes things tedious. Yeah, thankfully the tumbleweeds are not too dense here, so don't have to worry about them. They're pretty much just letting you know that they're here. Alright. Of course I had to hit the car. Almost like it's my destiny to hit cars. Thankfully I managed to dodge that car. Okay, same thing. Got to be really careful. Don't want to hit any sandbanks. Okay. Alright, this is where the rocks and tumbleweeds start coming in. Thankfully, as long as you stick in the middle of the road, you're okay. And of course, what also happens to be in the middle of the road is a lovely car. Alright, even more rocks. Alright, so the sand dunes are back, which isn't good. Yep, now we got sand dunes and rocks. And cars. Can't forget cars. Crap, crap, crap. I'm hitting sand dunes. Yeah, but that just slowed me down a great deal, too, so... of course, a car had to come by and do that. Oh, come on! Let me pass you! I think it's the tumbleweed storm. hopefully I can keep it together and stuff until I can hit the final goalpost, please. Please stop it with the cars, please. Let's go. Let's go. Let's finish this. So we can get on to the interstate level. Alright, I think I made it this time. Okay. Alright. Whew. I took care of that. Whew, sheesh. So I got my first failure. Alright, interstate. This is the one that's probably going to take me a while. It's because of how stinking hard it is. Yeah, this one goes in a two-lane road. Is that the right side of the road is going forward like this, and then there's the left side, which has cars coming the other way. So you have a very narrow road to work with, pretty much. And if you get over into the left side, then you're going to be going into oncoming traffic, pretty much. And that is what makes this level so hard. Yeah, you got to like creep over and stuff. Yeah, it's hard. And then there's also semi-trailer trucks that come your way too from the right side. Yeah, this is gnarly stuff for sure. Oh, barely made it. Just barely. And I was hoping to try the other side or something. I wonder if I should do it when it becomes like a straightaway or something. Oh, man, I just like tanked my chances right there. 0% chance. I know I didn't do it. Yep, there's no chance and stuff. It's a hard level. It is a hard level. Yeah, fun fact, if you press the C button, your character will say, "Yeehaw!" Maybe it's to taunt the other player or something. This is a two-player game after all. I don't know. Or to just make fun noises, I guess, while you drive. Instead of honking. Alright, just kind of like weave around these cars a little bit, and that'd be great. Thankfully, I got under that one. Okay. That's the only difficulty is getting past cars and stuff in this, pretty much. And as long as you can stay on the right, that'd be great. Alright, so far so good. Then of course I had to jinx myself. And then the semi-truck got me. Oh, man. Oh man, that was lucky. I thought that I was going to lose it there for sure. Thankfully no cars or anything coming up, but I just jinxed myself, so of course. Oh. Yeah, just go, go, go. Come on, let's make it. Yeah, this is probably where the sharp turns and stuff are starting to come in, which is actually a good thing because I probably don't have to pass cars as much. And of course, I had to hit a car. Yeesh, those semi-trailers scare me. Come on, guys. Don't pity the fool. Don't mess with me. Yeesh, I feel like I made so many mistakes. Go, 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 go. Come on, the finish line is probably right up ahead. Oh, thank you. I gotta be honest, I thought that I was gonna be spending a lot more attempts on that. I'm glad I was just a couple. Holy crap. But wait until Storm. That level is gonna be hard. Alright, we're at the second to last level, which is Marsh, and this one's not a walk in the park, that's for sure. Yeah, this is where they start introducing the turbo feature, where they show like red or like time increases and stuff. So they're gonna give you power-ups starting with the stage, pretty much. So it looks nice and mellow and stuff on the outside, but just you wait, it's deceptive. Yeah, so far so good. It's pretty much like a little warm-up thing right there. You know, a lot better hitting the water on here rather than over on the edges. Oh, of course I had to hit the oil slick. Oh, let's see. Oh. Sorry. Allergies and stuff. I gotta get my rag over here again. Crap, that wasn't smart of me. That was my fault. Okay, so you kind of want to hover in the middle here so that way you can hit logs. But the thing is, though, is that you'll start going into the water, though. So kind of like a risk versus reward thing. Sheesh. Alright, and then I think this is where the trees and stuff start huddling up. I think. Or is that a little bit further up? Oh, it was a lot of oil slicks. Holy crap. Yay. Of course, you had to introduce a bunch of cars and stuff while I'm doing that tight roadway. If you hit those logs and stuff at a turn, then you don't jump off of them. So I pretty much lost, I think. Barely. Holy crap, I barely made it. And this is where you got to take a bunch of wild turns. Oh, hold on. I got to get my rag. Okay. Whew. Okay. Alright, let's go. This is really tight. This is like it's supposed to be tight left and right turns. Go, 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 go. Let's go as far as we can. I was supposed to get the extra times. Fortunately, I had to come across a lot of cars along the way. Let's see how far I got. So there's a bunch of left and right turns. So, yep, about right there. That seems about right. So, pretty good first attempt, but this is where the game's difficulty really starts to pile on. Alright, got past the pack of cars. Just wish that those pack of cars didn't come while I was going in that dense tree section. Oh man, I like fall for that corner every time. Oh man, come on. Of course you had to get in my way. Asshole. Right, this is where the logs come in. Crap. I swear, it's almost impossible to avoid that water thing right there. Made it. Good. And then there's a bunch of oil slicks that will come up. Yeah, thankfully that wasn't too bad. Alright, this is where things start getting narrow. Okay, let's see, there was a log there on the right. Log on the left. Log on the left, so right, left, left. Right, so right, left, left, right. Guys, you gotta stop. Why do you guys get so... Why do you bring the cars when the most difficult parts start coming in? Please get out of my face. Please get out of my face. Need you guys out of my face for this next part, especially. Yep, I need extra time. Yeah, made it. Good. Now we got logs and stuff on the road now. And you can't hit these at a turn. So I gotta dodge them. Oh, right there! Oh! It's right on the edge right there. Darn it, I was right before the last checkpoint too. Darn it. Nope, gotta try again. Unfortunately. Of course. Talk about a bad first impression. Alright, go past the pack of cars. How did you... My gosh, sometimes you... Cars, I want to beat your ass up sometimes, rather than run into your asses. Alright. We're just gotta roll on the logs. I am not doing as good as I should be. Yeah, thankfully, that was pretty good. Yeah, go, 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 go. And then this is where the dents comes in. Okay, so right. So I'm gonna go. I was trying to go left. I want to stay on the right side of the road. Okay, right side of the road. And stay on the left side of the road. Okay, this is where the turns start coming in. Crazy amount of left and right turns. And of course, the cars and stuff just happen to be here at this time because you guys suck. I wish you'd go away forever. Alright, and then extra time. Crap, I missed it. That means it's over. I did not make it, unfortunately. Gotta try again, unfortunately. Alright, sweet. So far, so good. Of course, and stuff, the oil slicks. Trying to like barely dodge the oil slicks while taking the turns. That was my fault. This one will take me into the water. Okay, take the right one over. Okay. Alright, so far so good. took those away. Okay, let's take right in the middle. Okay. Alright, made it. Okay. Right, okay, and then it's going to be left, so it's going to be left again. Okay, and then it's going to be right, and of course and stuff, all the cars happen to jumble up around this time. Sounds like the game wants to punish me. Okay, this is where the turns start coming in. I'm trying to avoid the cars, but you kind of can't and stuff because of the turns. So it's a very gradual process. Yeah, I didn't make it. Yeah, it is a lot of commitment, but and I appreciate it. And well, it's definitely one of those things. Got to take it a game at a time, rather than just focus on the end thing, where it's like, oh my gosh, 881 games. That's gonna be a lot, and it is. But yeah, I love the Sega so much. That's just want to try out all of the games and stuff. Want to see if I can beat them all. And welcome, and thanks for joining the chat, and thanks for being part of the group. Right now we're playing a Lotus Turbo Challenge at the moment, and it's noticeably a hard racing game. I got probably redone this level like 4 times now. It is extremely hard. And of course, you gotta love the pop-ups. Ah, darn it. Holy crap. I think I'm doing a lot worse on this run than I usually do. I don't think I'm going to make it. This game is just as brutal as it was back then as it is now. Let me pass, guys. Come on. Before the dancing path that comes up ahead. All right, I think we'll make it. Oh, come on, let's go. Don't let any cars come up for this next part. Okay, so want to avoid the right, which I didn't do. Okay, avoid the left. Okay, gotta avoid the left again. Okay, avoid the right. And I didn't. It's so narrow. Alright, now come the sharp turns. Guys, get out of my way, please. Come on. Let me do my sharp turns. Of course I had to hit him. Alright, this is where the extra time starts coming in. No, are you kidding me? Oh, that car cost me. Are you kidding me? Probably this one and with Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. These two are one of my favorite nostalgic picks. Is that Well, I've done a lot of randomizing. I've done a lot of community picks so far. So I decided to pick a game. This is the second time I've done it so far in this marathon. Was to pick for myself, and so I just kind of felt like it. I got to do it eventually, but might as well pick the games that you enjoy when you feel like it, I guess. But yeah, other games that I really liked from this place. I liked Gauntlet 4. I liked Lemmings 2. That was one of my favorites. I liked Ranger X, and so those are probably in my top 5, probably. So Lotus Turbo Challenge, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Lemmings 2, Gauntlet 4, and yep, Ranger X. So yep, those have been so great games, and some of them I haven't actually heard about before this marathon. So it's a fun thing to know about them, like especially Ranger X or Gauntlet 4. I didn't actually know about those games before this marathon. That's one of the fun things about doing this marathon is you get to go out and explore, and you don't know what kind of hidden gems are out there. Oh man. And then of course allergy season. Yeah, and it likes to pick at your nose pretty much. Oh, don't want to hit the logs. Oh, I didn't want to do that, but okay. Not going fast enough and stuff to avoid those. Yeah, this one will jump me into the water. Man, I am sucking this time. Ah, crap. Oil slick. Oil slick and a car slam. You guys are like positioning yourselves in the worst places possible. You guys know that? Oh, of course. Okay. Just barely made it. Barely. Okay, left and then right. Oh, and I had to hit it, of course. I'm finished. Ugh, darn it. Oh, okay. Gotta go again, unfortunately. Come on. Let's not hit cars. Let's make progress. Just when I think I'm gonna get around them, I can't. Alright, made it. Ah, crap. Alright, so far so good. Oh, okay. Ah! Why do you guys position yourselves at the worst times possible? Okay, gotta avoid right. Okay, gotta avoid left. Okay, avoid left. Okay, gotta avoid right. Okay, there we go. Alright, now come the sharp turns. You can't overcommit to a turn, that's the problem. Okay, oh, come on. Come on. Whew, okay. Yep, extra time, that's right. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Okay, this is where the logs and stuff start coming in. Okay, gotta avoid the logs. If I can. That's if I don't avoid the oil slicks first. Oh, gosh. Right before the last checkpoint, too. Darn it. I think I'm going to give it one more shot, I think, and then I think I'm going to call it. Alright, got that, thankfully. I overcommitted to a turn. Of course. Oil slick and a log combo. Alright, there we go. Got that. Yeah, got the logs. Of course, car had to hit me aside. Okay, alright, we made it. Somehow. Alright, right side. Okay, and then left side. Still gotta dodge the left side. Of course I had to hit everything. Okay, gotta dodge the right side. Oh my gosh, come on guys. Try to dodge the cars and you're trying to work with the turns at the same time. Please go away. Extra time.
Extra time. Extra time. Extra time. Extra time. Extra time. Extra time.
And thanks for being such an asset, blue car, and you probably ruined it for me.
Checkpoint.
Okay, gotta dodge the logs. There's one to the left, one to the right. Left, okay. Oh my gosh. I wish those cars would not appear during those moments right there. Alright, I think I'm going to call it for tonight right there. Okay, so we're going to call it for tonight right there. Yeah. Alright, well... Yeah, it's a hard game and stuff. Lotus Turbo Challenge. I've been playing this since I was about 5 years old, and there are 8 levels total, and the difficulty spike increases hard for every level. This is level 7 out of 8. So even if you happen to be a really big pro or expert or something at this game, like those last few checkpoints and stuff will definitely get you for sure. Anyways, this stuff. As I said, this isn't going to be a very common thing where I pick my own game to start playing with. I kind of did it with Mickey Mouse with the puzzle game. And I kind of did it with this one. I just kind of wanted a bit of a palate fresher, I suppose. But yeah, I made my top 25 Sega Genesis games like probably about a decade ago. This is still a pretty tough game. Especially when you start getting into the interstate, the marsh, and the storm level, like it doesn't really matter how good you are. There's just so many obstacles that start getting in your way, especially with the cars, that it's hard to maneuver around all of it. So it is definitely going to take some effort, for sure. I appreciate the compliment. I see it in the comments there. Yeah, I appreciate that. We'll continue this tomorrow, for sure. But for now, I think I played about 2.5 hours, so I think that's pretty good. So anyways, I think that'll do for today. And thanks for joining me. I apologize about PGA Tour Golf 2. I know it's not the most entertaining of games to watch, you know, with it being a golf game and stuff. So I apologize for that. It's part of the marathon, unfortunately. So anyways, thanks a lot for joining me. Yeah, it was great to, let's see, it's Mitch Mannix. Yeah, thanks for joining us. That was... Yeah, thanks for joining me, Daniel Smith. I see you up there in the chats and stuff. Thanks for joining me. That's yeah. Thanks for the questions and stuff. Thanks for participating, and appreciate you being around. So thank you. You guys have a great night, okay? And have a great Monday, I suppose. Or is it Tuesday? I guess since it's the morning here, I suppose. All right. Let's see. So all right, I'll probably stop the stream here in a second. I usually give myself like